Bet anywhere with TVG.
And it is my pleasure. I haven't talked to him in quite some time. And he is the president. He is the founder of Old Friends. And we always love it when he comes to the broadcast. Joining us, Mr. Michael Blowen. Michael, it's been long too far away.
Peter, it's great to talk to you. We've got a beautiful day here at Kentucky Downs. Everybody's happy. They're betting the horses, having a great old time.
Indeed. It looks like a beautiful afternoon of racing. And as always, Michael, I love having you on the broadcast because you get to tell us about what's going on over there in Kentucky. I want to bring this up for folks that maybe for the first time don't know this. You don't have to necessarily be a quote-unquote superstar horse to make it to Old Friends. For folks that are maybe just joining us here, what is the criteria for getting to Old Friends?
Well, if we like to take any horse that we have room for, Peter, and we like to mix it up. One of our most recent horses is a horse named Archie's Echo, who beat one of my horses 17 years ago at Suffolk Downs, and he was in some dire straits somewhere, and we got a call about him. And Loretta Lindemann, who's the barn manager for Joe Sharp up at Belmont, found him and got him to us. And he wasn't much. He was a claimer just like mine, a bottom claimer. So we have Archie's Echo, but the reason that people come to the farm, obviously, is to see the stars. Same reason 15,000 people showed up that morning at before the Travers and saw American Pharoah walk around the track. I mean, so we know the value of the stars, but we think all these horses deserve a dignified retirement.
Well, and they do get a dignified retirement. And speaking of the ones that are not the stars, you have some new ones coming in. Why don't you enlighten us on those?
Yes, we do have some new ones coming. I'm very, very excited. We just brought Silver Charm home. He came here in December, which is really great. And then we just have our new horses that we brought into Kentucky Downs. Corey Johnson and Lisa Salmon and everybody here at Kentucky Downs has been fabulous. And the ones that we have here are Ball 4, son of Grand Slam, who was named after he was actually named after Jim Bouton's book, and the former Yankee pitcher and author, and Jim's been to visit the horse, so that's really cool. Tour of the Cat, who's a millionaire who had fallen down the claiming ladder, and we got him a few years ago, and we moved him down here. Sergeant Burt, who still holds a track record for 5.5 furlongs at Kentucky Downs, at Keeneland. He could still set the track record here, too. He's pretty swift. And then Thornfield, who is Canadian Horse of the Year, and rumor has it is a horse that has deep connections to Kentucky Downs because he was a stakes winner here. So those are our first 5, and if everything goes right and everything moves along the way Corey and Old Friends would like to see it happen, we'll have even more horses here in the near future. And we got a lot of support from the local community. The local tourism board and Dan Ware have been fabulous to us in terms of their support. We've just been very, very fortunate. And I think it's the first time in history that a retirement facility has actually been located on the grounds of a racetrack. So
wow,
we're very proud of that.
Hey, Michael, they're getting close to the gate here at Kentucky Downs. I want to keep you around. We've got plenty to talk about here. If you've got the time, we'd love to have you stick around.
Oh, sure, Peter. I'd love to talk to you.
All right, absolutely.
At your service.
All right. Kentucky Downs, race number 4. They are at the gate, folks. 7 furlongs the distance, $30,000 non-winners of 2 lifetime. We're talking to Michael Blowen, the president and founder of Old Friends Equine Retirement Farm. Once again, to donate, we'll show you that graphic again. We'd love you to get involved. Remember, these are horses. They can't help themselves. A lot of them have fallen on hard times. They aren't the same horses they were, or maybe they just, they did their thing, and it's time for them to have a nice life. And I think Michael and everyone there is doing an amazing job. We'll be talking with Michael a little bit more in just a moment. Right now, let's get out to we're talking to the president and founder of Old Friends Equine Retirement Facility, not only in Kentucky, but also in the beautiful state of New York, Mr. Michael Blowen. And Michael, speaking of our friends in New York, how about they've got somebody coming in new, a horse that a lot of us have known for a long time, a horse by the name of War Emblem.
Yes, well, actually, he's coming to Kentucky.
Oh, he is coming to Kentucky.
I'm very excited. Yes. He should be here in mid-October. I'm very excited. we have one of the things that's really happened over the years, Peter, as you know, we've developed some really good relationships with the Japanese breeders. Both Mr. Matsuda at the JBBA and the Yoshida family at Shidai Stallion have been very, very good to us. And they've donated War Emblem to us. We reached an agreement about a month ago. And the agreement is only like 3 paragraphs. It's very succinct and very to the point. But we're very, very excited about War Emblem coming home. He's an amazing animal, and it's really funny because Gary Drake, who owns Sarava, the horse who won the Belmont the year that War Emblem 2002, when War Emblem was going for the Triple Crown, Gary Sarava is here today with old friends, and War Emblem will be reunited with Sarava because Sarava's also retired at Old Friends in Georgetown.
How much fun is that? And again, as you mentioned, when you get these people that show up, it's so important that you give them what they want to see. And when you see a horse like that there were a lot of people that felt, and I for one thought, you know, if it wasn't for that Belmont gate opening up and the big stumble, we might have seen that drought go a little early as far as the Triple Crown was concerned.
Yeah, exactly. And it's really nice because, you know, we've retired Silver Charm at the farm, and Bob Baffert came to visit him the Tuesday before the Derby, as did Gary Stevens. And to have War Emblem here with, of course, trained by Bob and, again, ridden by Victor Espinoza, there's a little foreshadowing maybe of American Pharaoh. And one of the ways that we're raising the money to bring them home is that Bob and Victor have both signed these certificates for us, beautiful certificates with a Barbara Livingston photograph of War Emblem's Derby victory on the certificate. And Bob and Victor have signed 300 of them, and we're selling those for $202 in honor of the 2002 Derby and Preakness. And everyone will get one of those. Whoever donates $202 to bring them home, and they'll be on the list. And we're gonna have a special welcome home party for all of his supporters, so the people that help us bring them home and pay for the gas on the airplane. We'll all be invited to the party.
Michael, before we let you go, we want to talk about the stake today, the Old Friends stake, $150,000 ago was race number 11. How important is it for you, as the president and founder, to be there on a day like this, especially in the great state of Kentucky, all the work that is done between the state and Old Friends?
Oh, it's just, I can't even express how excited we are. The idea that Kentucky Downs has come up with the Old Friends Stakes, the first running of the Old Friends Stakes, and we hope it'll be running for a long time. We appreciate our feed company, Tribute Feed, sponsoring it, and Corey putting it all together. It's a wonderful field. It's a great handicapping race. I think it looks wide open to me, and it's just such an honor. You know, I've always felt that we're part of the fabric of horse racing. I mean, the jockeys ride these horses, the trainers train them, the breeders breed them, the owners own them, and we retire them. And I've always felt that we're all equally part of this unbelievably wonderful sport. And so it's great to have this kind of recognition from all the volunteers and everything else. And just parenthetically, one of the great things is the Lewises, Jeff Lewis and his wife, and I hope Beverly will be coming up to the farm in Georgetown on Thursday to see Silver Charm, and Samantha Siegel's coming to see Arson Squad, her 2 horses that we have there, Arson Squad and Rail Trip this week too, while they're at the sale. So,
all right, it's a beautiful facility. Michael, we really appreciate you taking the time. Old Friends equine.org if you want to get involved, and we definitely expect you to. Believe me, no donation is too small. This is taking care of some beautiful, beautiful animals. And Michael, you do an amazing job, and thank you for being with us, and good luck today, and always love and a lot of respect goes out to you and the crew out there at Old Friends.
Well, Peter, I'll express your gratitude to them as well. We can't wait to see you. Hope you'll get up here for the Breeders' Cup. We're going to have a lot of fun.
Well, you never know, Michael. That could happen. That's oldfriendsequine.org, www. If you want to get involved, Mr. Michael Blowen, he'll be glad to give you a tour around there. Trust me, loves to do it.